Good evening, fellow social scientist pundits. I'm Richard Gomez, and I'm making this video for our Behavioral and Social Science class, Diversity Awareness. I have conducted this interview of 8 individuals, including one couple. The questions I asked them were, how do you define diversity? Provide examples of diversity, and should diversity be considered when colleges grant admissions acceptance? I will summarize these responses and then provide my analysis that will look into similarities, identify any diversity myths, and my own points of agreement or disagreements with them, as well as my own personal definition of diversity. The first interview I did was with a couple of 2 females, legally married and serving in the military. One was white, 32 years of age, and the other Philippine, of 34. They defined diversity as being inclusive of everyone, allowing everyone to live according to their own choice and lifestyle. Their examples included racial, religious, and cultural, sex, gender, etc., including sexual orientation or whatever. As far as college, they said absolutely, if for no other reason than to ensure that people are educated that we're all different and have living examples right next to you through the process. So serious consideration should be made right alongside of academic qualities. The next interviewee was a white female of 58 years old. Her definition of diversity was simply able to work with and get along with different peoples. Her examples were religion, race, and culture. She left out homosexuality as well as sex. She, however, used her own life experience as an example of living a diverse lifestyle or being tolerant of different diversities by living in different cultures of El Paso, Texas, Hawaii, and Korea. Being a white female and raised in a predominantly white neighborhood, this was very diverse for her, and she described it as being a minority for the last 24 years. Regarding colleges, she said yes, college is one place where diversity should be experienced, especially if your hometown did not provide that experience. The next individual was a white male of 50 years old. He described diversity as treating everyone with dignity and respect at both the workplace and community. His examples were race, religion, sexual preference, you name it. Churches, however, should be allowed to choose who they marry. His answer towards colleges were, yes, there should be some consideration for diversity, but academics come first. Now, the last 4 individuals predominantly agreed with each other because they chose to answer took the time to answer my questions as a group, as they were all in the same workplace. So their unified answer for diversity was being inclusive of everyone. And their examples were race, religion, and culture. Now these individuals consisted of the youngest being a white female of 24, an American Korean male of 28, black American male of 34, and a black American male of 46. All of them said that diversity is, and were emphatic about including all races, all religions, and male or female. But we're also emphatic about sexual orientation itself not being included, as they believe that that was a lifestyle choice and should not be considered a diversity equal to that of religion, race, or culture, and did not consider it a valid orientation, but a lifestyle choice. They all agreed that, all of them except one, agreed that colleges should not use diversity as a consideration, but only academic standards should be considered. All but the last one, which was the eldest male, 46, who said yes, consideration should be given, especially towards someone that looks like he's I could be a very good student, but did not benefit from a good education growing up. We should look at the circumstances of his community and the challenges that he faced, even being able to apply for college. So, my responses. Of course, there are a lot of similarities. General agreement on racial and culture and religious diversity. Mixed views on college admissions being affected by diversity considerations. Most emphasized equal academic standards. I was really surprised that so many people left out homosexuality, and all but one did so and saw homosexuality as a lifestyle choice and not a true orientation, and considered it, refused to consider it as a genuine orientation or a genuine something that a person had no choice in the matter. It's simply how they felt and how their bodies operated. The one individual that, the youngest actually, said that they believed that homosexuality was a psychological disorder, possibly caused by abuse as a child. So there is a common belief, one that was held for a long time in America, that it was diagnosed as a psychological disorder. And she was aware that it was no longer considered that, but still firmly held to that belief. So I believe that counts as definitely counts as a myth. My personal view regarding that and what diversity is to me is that diversity is all of the above. That individuals have a right to choose and define themselves, and even define the causes or the natural development or whatever that make them who they are, and discovering who they are. I believe humans have the right, even the obligation, to prove their own distinctions benefit not only themselves, but also benefit society. Any way that you can find a distinction or distinctiveness in a group or groups of people, they have a right to prove it and to experience it and to live it and show it. And at the very least, prove that society can benefit from accepting them and learning tolerance. And then I believe it is up to them to discover and prove the validity of it. Because human beings can also redefine themselves, make corrections. Communities can change their opinions for one way or the other. And that is part of the process as human beings. And I believe that is a better world to live in, one where we can freely choose and discover and define for ourselves who we are, what we are, how we got the way we are, and how we're going to get where we're going, and how to enjoy our lives to the fullest. Thank you.